welcome back to the Southern Snack, where life is too short to be serious. Let me adjust this camera real quick. Just want to make it a little... There we go. All right, so it's Father's Day week, which really, you don't celebrate Father's Day the whole week, but it's at the end of the week, this Sunday. And Crumbl has really started their own little tradition of doing candied themes for Father's Day. So this lineup is a bit different from last Father's Day. You do have the returning Reese's and M&M's, but everything else that they brought for this week is different from last time. So no Heath, I hate how that person in front of me is parking in two handicap spots, but whatever. No Heath, no Sour Patch Kids, which we have not seen Sour Patch Kids in a while. And then what was the other one? Kit Kat. We haven't seen Kit Kat since then either. Those two need to come back at some point. Oh boy, I would love to see Kit Kat. I loved Kit Kat. So anyways, we're gonna do this review. There's one new cookie, Peach Ring. They seem to have changed up the name for Twix at least, and they don't just put a piece of Twix bar on there. It's chopped up Twix pieces. And then they changed, I think they changed the Rice Krispie treat on a little bit. It looks like it's got more, you know, marshmallow rather than it just being a treat. It's more marshmallowy, not all melted marshmallow. So very interesting. I hate this person in front of me. They're just driving all around the parking lot. But yeah, I'm excited to try these. I love that we're getting a candy week again. It's not even Halloween, folks. Why am I having a hard time here? I don't know. I really don't. That cookie just wants to fall out. So, oh, I hate, this is what I hate here, is trying to do this thumbnail. We tried. Don't know if we succeeded, but we tried. So I'm trying to change up things on TikTok. We'll see how it goes. But before I did this video, I showed off each one. I just learned that you can, you know, maneuver around the clips you do. So I'm gonna go back and do reviews after showing, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so if you'll go ahead and subscribe, we're gonna jump right into this. I don't want to waste your time. I know I talk too much. So looks like it is a, you know, a sugar cookie with peach ring icing, and it's topped off by a peach ring. So let's try it. I'm gonna try the peach ring first because I don't really remember what it tastes like. Oh, I'm at the Virginia Beach location, by the way. These are a bit nicer this time around. Bit bigger. Oh boy. I probably didn't need to try that peach ring. It's pretty much just a very sweet artificial peach candy. Very good. But what I want to know is if the cookie tastes anything like it. They nailed it. They nailed the peach ring flavor. From the candy piece down to the peach flavor. A lot of people are going to love this one. It is a bit too sweet. So it hit me with the flavor at first, and then it kind of weakened out. Like, the sweetness got a little, overcame it a bit too much. So I'm willing to say an 8.5. If they could overcome that sweetness a little bit, tone that down, let the peach ring flavor kind of dominate throughout the whole cookie, we really got something really good. But 8.5, just because it got a little too sweet at the end there. We'll move on to one of the more basic ones, and that's the original M&M. You know, to me, I wish they didn't do this one so much. I wish they'd change it up a little bit more, but, you know, I can't control this, you know, so. I mean, yeah, it just doesn't inspire much. It's not terrible, but it's basic. It's a less enjoyable version of their milk chocolate chip. I give it a 5. I mean, it tastes good. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's kind of a bland flavor. It really is. So, we'll give it a 5. Be fair about it. Now we're moving on. And I'm not even going to use my cookie cutter to entertain this. This is the Rice Krispie cookie. It's rice, marshmallow, good stuff. You know I'm not going to rank it high. If you know me, I don't really prefer that they do this, but here we go. It's just a weak cookie. It's not very sweet. I think I have said I prefer homemade Rice Krispie treats to this. It's definitely not the worst cookie I've had from them, but it's not anywhere close to good. 3 out of 10. I'll give it a 3 out of 10. Now, Twix and Reese's. Why did I hold off on those? I don't know. Well, they're messier. At least Reese's is. They're two very divine cookies. They've got heavy followings, heavy cult followings amongst the fans. So it's a shortbread cookie, which I think is just really a sugar cookie, with caramel and chocolate, and then Twix pieces. So the one issue I have with this one is a little harder to cut, but it is very divine. And it really does hit the Twix flavor well. I think the only complaint I've ever really had is I think really this should be more of a dry, crispy cookie. Not one that's flavorless by any means, but what I mean is, you know, it's crunchy, like a Twix. That's my only issue here. Other than that, I understand why people love it so much. And for me, it really does a good job. I don't find myself loving it so much today, so I'll give it an 8. I think I like Peach Ring a little bit more, and I'm gonna love the Reese's one. But I think it definitely is a cookie you're gonna want to try. And really, so far, I can tell you, if you're gonna get a 4-pack, you want to get Peach Ring, you want to get Twix, you want to get Reese's, maybe get an M&M. Maybe I'd say maybe it's a 6. I'll give it a 5.5 in my TikTok. But I just think that there's 3 that are really worth it. One you could possibly get, but that's just up to you. I would avoid the Rice Krispie one, and I'm sure many will. So here is Reese's Peanut Butter Cookie, loaded with Reese's chunks, topped off with chocolate and peanut butter swirl, and then it's finished off with more Reese's. So man, oh man, this thing, it's a cookie. It's a trip. And they do it a lot. They do it a little too often, in my opinion. I mean, there's cookies we don't see for a year, and we get this a lot. But this one I don't mind seeing pretty frequently. It's just very dense. It's sweet, sure, but it's not the one that leaves you thinking, oh, this is way too much sugar, because you've got a good combination of flavor. And it is one of the better cookies from Crumbl. It is odd on the mouth, like it is a bit sticky, but it's very delicious, very delicious. Now, you can't beat peanut butter bar in my opinion when it comes to peanut butter chocolate cookies. So this gets a 9, but it's a really good cookie. If you haven't had a chance to try it, you gotta try it. So yeah, that's my review. I'm gonna try and keep it shorter and shorter, try and break it down a little bit more. But I know with the way I describe things, it kind of is a hard task. But again, Peach Ring, Reese's, and Twix, definitely worth your money. M&M, up to you. Avoid Rice Krispie at all costs. That is my review. I'm sticking to it, and I will see y'all around.